This where it all started, 12th and Allegheny, where I was born at. My early years growing up here, man. Remember being born in this house right here, this white house. It wasn't white back in the day. It was a different color. I think it was brown or was something like that. And my grandmother, she lived here also.
Yo, D,
Yeah.
since you were just talking about your childhood, what were some of the great aspects of it?
Man, I remember my childhood, man. These young kids, they don't have an inkling on what it is to have fun as a child.
True.
We used to sit up there and play games all day, hide and go seek. You know what I'm saying? On red light, green light, you know what I mean? Card games. Welcome to the Abattoir when I'm the abbot of this rap game. Those who trying to disrespect me, I put their ass to shame. Rhymes so raw, they belong somewhere hanging on meat hooks. A wolf in sheep clothing so you get deceived for my looks. That's why when I write nothing I say is sugar coated. My mind is the most deadly weapon I write down is fully loaded. 1727, man, that's where I used to live at. That's where I spent most of my young teenage, my whole teenage years at. Look way different now, block look way different. Thank you. Yo, I'm known for my rhymes like McDonald's is known for their fries and apple pies. But don't eat them joints cold, you may laugh, but you know I'm telling no lies. I'm a short boy, but I beat you down to my size. So go ahead, make a move. I see your eyes twitching, your hands jumping. I snatch your heart out your chest while still beeping and still pumping. Had you standing in shock, looking like a fool. Watch out for the full moon in the sky. Ow! Many of us wear a mask, fake smiles and fake grins, especially at the workplace in front of family and friends. Now it's time to be honest and true and ask the serious question. Who are you? My name is Dennis Carroll. I'm 43 years old, and I'm a Philly native.
Yo, it's hard going against the grain, moving with change. You might live in the world, but you ain't feeling my pain. I see the hustle and the bustle of this everyday life. I see the sex, drugs, and money. What's the reason for life? Why my people had to struggle, why we had to be poor. Why I had to go to war and fight 2 times more. When I gave Uncle Sam all 2 times 4. My family was so hurt that they just blew more. I guess it's better to be high than to live so low. Or be a young wide earth and let the fofo show. It's never about who you are, but who you know. When knowing is half the battle, call me G.I. Joe. It's the rebirth of Slick, stop sagging a bit. My whole tribe's on the quest, so I'm bragging a bit. The word of Christ is andamanium, it cuts through your flesh. Even through the Kevlar that makes this S on my chest. I know that I could do anything, but not without you. I move mountains, move crowds when I ride beside you. Rap stars on novel covers, ready to die without you. Don't these fools even know there is no life without you? Let me get up off my soapbox and let the beat knock.
And there's just a lot of things we did for fun, man. Now just modern technology
Making them zombies.
is making them zombies, brain dead. Back in the day, you had to go and get a encyclopedia. You had to go to the library. You had to actually read books. You know what I'm saying? Now you can go online, anything you want to know, you can just, let me Google it. So it's taken away from your brain power, man. So, you know, but another game we used to play, man, was catch a girl, get a girl. Now, I'm going to tell you about that game. Everybody know about that game. It always was one freak girl who used to always get caught. She got caught on purpose. Years later, to this day, she the one with the 10 kids. Then it was the other girl who never got caught. You can never catch. Nobody ain't want to chase her. They just let her go. She the one wound up going to high school, becoming a track star. I wonder why. One thing about the game Catch a Girl, Get a Girl, I like to talk about was that it was a game played, but your parents better not let them know that you was playing it. It's a game you ain't supposed to be playing. And it was an innocent game because the only thing we did, was get a girl and you just grind on them. That's it, and basically that was the premises. Nothing more than that. But like I said, it was a game that we ain't supposed to be playing. It was for the little fresh kids, the little nasty kids. We all, did our dirt. And we was coming up, and we wasn't innocent. That's all I'm going to say. And I never personally played the game. No, sir. No, sir, not at all. Mama never, known me playing the game. So, that was for the freaky dirt. That was for the freaky, nasty little kids. Because all of us, man, we ain't innocent. We all did our dirt. But here's the secret, man. Y'all young kids today don't know how to cover y'all dirt up. Y'all don't know how to do things secretly and discreet. Y'all post up everything, talk about everything, and y'all not clever with y'all shit. See, we was clever back then. You know what I mean? And we had house phones. We ain't had no cell phones. We had beepers, man. We had to disguise our numbers in the beepers. You know what I mean? Remember the 411 and the 911, and you always get your girl or whatever other girl a code, and they'll see that code, and they'll know that that's them. Yeah. And then you had the chicks, oh, who is this? Let me call this number back. That's what our technology back then. Now, the technology we grew up in, like from my era, from the 70s and all that, I try to tell my kids this all the time. We grew up in a millennium when computers just started with the emails and all that stuff. We grew up in the beginning stage. Y'all getting the backspin of it. But we did that already. Y'all may laugh at us too. We don't know how to get this app. We don't know how to download this. We don't know how to do that and do this. But y'all gotta remember, before, y'all was a twinkling in our eye. And y'all even it was a drop of sperm that got fertilized. We was doing everything that y'all was doing. See this haircut right here? I cut it myself. You know what I mean? A low fade. You see this, John? This was out in the 90s. We was wearing these cuts. The high top fades with the box haircuts. I had that till it faded out. Big Daddy Kane and all them used to wear that with the parts on the side and all that. Me and my cousin used to cut each other hair, give each other crazy parts all around the head. We did all that. That stuff was done even back in my parents' age. When they was having they little crew cuts and all type of haircuts was similar to the 90 cuts. All that stuff comes back, even the music.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Another thing I like to talk about, growing up during my youth, what I used to see a lot, as we used to do as youngsters, but mainly the females, and a couple of the dudes too that had a little sugar in their tank. Was jumping rope, man. Jumping rope was definitely a thing. You go down the blocks back in the day, that's all you seen. You seen the little girls playing with the one single rope, and then the older little girls, they was playing double dutch. Playing double dutch. One would wait for their turn like this, and then they'd jump in, and then sometimes you had two girls. Sometimes you had three with a bigger rope. Sometimes you had four. You know what I'm saying? But that was a real popular thing. A lost art that I'm slowly starting to see no more at all. Maybe on the elementary schoolyards they still do it, but throughout the blocks and the streets they don't do that no more. The girls are lazy. They're in the house on Instagram and all these different social media sites. Games back in the day was Cuppers and Shape. We did games that had us be active. Like now, it's all about the social media, and it's sad. And the girls are lazy, man. The dudes are lazy. Don't want to do nothing but just stay on there. The girls taking selfies and explicit photos, and doing God knows what else on there. And it's a shame, man. And this modern technology social media and these cell phones and tablets and all this is making us a lazy nation, especially here in America, real lazy generation. Back in the day, we used to have dinner at the dinner table. Everybody would eat. If nobody ain't come, nobody didn't eat until everybody was there. If somebody came down late, that was disrespect to the family. Somebody come down and didn't want to eat they food, that was disrespect to the family, especially your mom that slaved over the stove to make all that food for you, especially on the Sundays. And if you didn't like what you was eating, it wasn't no, oh, let me fix you something else. Or you go in there and make something for yourself. You wasn't messing up your mom's kitchen like that. Hell no. You went up there and ate what you ate. If you didn't like what you was eating, too bad, out of luck. It wasn't no ordering out all the time. You was maybe once a month. Or once in a while, maybe once a month, you got hoagies, pizza, whatever like that. And everybody got the same thing. It wasn't no separate orders. 5 people, 5 separate orders. Hell no. It's just a different time, man. Even on family nights, everybody on a cell phone. Family movie night. People on their cell phones not paying attention to the movie. And everybody just too tuned in. Modern, I call them zombie technology zombies. Technology zombies. That's what we are, and it's a shame, man. Like, we gotta go back to them ways, eating as a family at the table, even if it's just every Sunday. You know, doing it. Or if you're real busy, and it's hard to get family together. Everybody live different areas and all that. Once a month, but we have to do it more. You know, and this goes for everybody, including myself. I'm included in this too. It's not just the younger generation, man. It's everybody. All of us is fault for this right here. We gotta get back to that. Welcome to Philly Natives, baby. Philly Natives, episode 2, part 2. A Wolf on the Prowl. Ow! The Mad Lyrical Wolf coming at you with my favorite teams behind me, the Sixers, the Eagles, the Phillies, flags up. In my man cave right now. Sharing people a little something, you know what I mean? Got my hip hop wall over here. I'm gonna talk more about that. The Hip Hop Wall of Fame. Real soon. A little bit later, but real soon. I like to get in part 2 of this joint. Well, that's enough about that. Let's keep it moving. Let's get it popping. And let's get into some hip hop. When I'm on the mic, I commit a lyrical heist. I fill people with the hip-hop spear like the spear of Christ. Never in life you could be this nice. So when you step to me, you better think twice. I make my opponents run away like scattered mice. They wonder how I do it. They be scratching their hair like if they got lice. Them tough Tony niggas, they find their heads in a vice or get stabbed with a pin in the neck. Don't judge a book by the cover, I put your ass in check. If you don't want to be another man overboard, keep your ass on deck. But I don't know how long you gonna last when I come for a blast. I make you run for cover and hit that deck just like when bullets start to pass. So all through my life I'ma keep rhyming. I'ma try to be the baddest mother I could be. Cause the way I stomp MCs, King Kong don't got shit on me. Ah! And this is my Hall of Fame right here, man. I'm real proud of it. I'ma have this. This is my man cave right here. I'm proud to have this up as a true hip hop fan right here. I got introduced into hip hop before the block parties and all that on 8th for Huntington Park. My brother had a little white turntable, portable, small real turntable. It was like one of them house joints that you just played 45s and you could put like a big record on it too. but it was real small. And I used to remember sneaking in his room when he wasn't there and putting on Planet Rock and listening to that a lot. And a lot of other records he had, Run DMC and all that, but Planet Rock was the one I remembered the most. And I fell in love with it, man. Nodded my head to it and try to memorize the lyrics and all that. And that's where my love and my connection, my soul and hip hop became one after that moment. And I just fell in love with hip hop, man. It became part of my being, part of my DNA. And when I used to sneak into my brother's room, because that's what I used to do, sneak into his room, it was right next to mine. The scenario went like this. I looked around, made sure nobody was looking, opened up his door, went in there and seen the record. It said African Bambaataa, Planet Rock. So I took the needle, learned how to do that, and I put it on the record. And it made the little crackling noise that the records make when the needle hits it, like. And then it said, party people, party people. I was like, wow, what is this? Can y'all get funky? Soul Sonic Force, can y'all get funky? Zulu Nation, can y'all get funky? Yeah, now hit me. After that, I was hooked. I was a fiend forever. Yo, I got more lines than a fishing trip. See, me and hip hop, our soul go together like chips and dip. This right here is my hip hop wall of fame, man. It's in my man cave, and a lot of people, this the only time that y'all gonna be able to see this. A lot of people don't see this. So y'all getting a real good chance to witness some great albums right here, man. And this is just 50% of my CD collection. This not even half. They're just albums that inspired me, that became part of my life. They got me through the rough times of my life, the dark clouds that was in my life, man. And it got me through Scepter Strikes. You know, they got me through some rough times, and also they inspired me and my soul, inspired me to write and educated me. A lot of these brothers and sisters on this wall are real smart individuals, real smart. And they gave me, taught me things that the school system would never had taught me. And they definitely got me through and taught me a lot of things in my life. As a hip hop junkie, these albums, man, definitely are the blueprints of hip hop that made hip hop what it is now. It made it last long as it lasted now. And these artists will always be forever true legends of the hip hop culture. Real proud and real inspired and real enthusiastic every time I watch these albums and look at them. Sometimes I look at them like is looking at them for the first time. Each of them have a different story to tell, and each of them has a different part in my life that gave me a memory or certain things that I was going through. Each of them has a certain purpose that gave me, made me the man I am as a hip hop fan, and also as a man growing up in Philly. My top 5 MCs of all time. KRS-One, no doubt. Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap, Rakim, and Big Pun. My favorite groups of all time, my top 5, Run DMC, without a doubt, Wu-Tang Clan, EPMD, A Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul. And there you have it. Hip Hop Junkie for life. Mad Lyrical Wolf, man. How I came up with the name was I was thinking about a name. When I was younger, my name was D. My cousin name was T. You know what I mean? We was like, before the Capone Noriega, I called myself D Capone, and my cousin called himself T Pacino. You know what I mean? Just on some gangster crazy stuff, man. We ain't never around about gangster stuff. We just talking about what we like girls, and we talked about, we freestyled a lot. That's what we used to do. And we looked up to groups like Run DMC, EPMD. They was our mentors that we grew up to, Brand Nubian, groups like that. And my name was D for a long time. Black Rain became one of my names when I got into the spoken word and started writing. Black Rain became my name for a short while. And then I was thinking about, my lyrics is always straightforward, no sugar coated, nothing like that. So I was thinking about my style was mad, you know what I'm saying? Mad in a positive way, not in a bad way. So I was thinking about calling myself Mad Lyrical. And then I was like, okay, that's cool. And I said, something is missing. So I'm thinking about animals, what animal I compare myself to. Then I'm thinking about wolves, man. How they like the lone wolf, you know what I mean? I'm always a loner. I do a lot of stuff by myself. A wolf without a pack. So I was like, okay, that's cool. That's a good concept. And then it hit me, man. Then the light bulb went out. I'm looking at the word wolf and spelled backwards is flow. So I'm like, oh, I got the Mad Lyrical Flow. So it's a play on words. Yo, let me see if the old head still has it. Yo, check this out. I didn't write in a while, so let me take you for a mile. The name of the joint is called Philly Warfare Executioner Style. Your man is amazing, verbal ammunition, stay blazing, beautiful dynamics. You can hear it in the air like a queef. A handsome fellow, even though I got all my teeth, I got that good hair. The Indian in my family, from the Smacko tribe, Grand Chief. So you can save all that bull. I'm coming to bring the beef. Philly all the way, baby. The Mad Lyrical Wolf coming at you. I remember getting into the spoken word by being in a park like this. It was me and a friend of mine named Dwayne Morris. We was on a park somewhere in West Philly, 52nd and somewhere, and we was listening to The Last Poets. And The Last Poets I got down with much year after I seen them in the park. I heard about them. They was a conscious street poetry. They the ones that started hip hop, believe it or not. They brought hip hop to the level that it's at now. They was the beginner founders of it, and they was spoken word artists behind beats and behind music. And I went to see these guys in the park, and they had a piece I ain't gonna never forget called "Malcolm Lives Inside Me." And they started. Michael Mack's always been an icon of mine, superhero I looked up to. And they had talked about how he grew up from a little boy all the way up to how he became an adult, and talked about his death and everything like that. And that inspired me. I was like, this is what I should be doing. This is right up my lane right here. This is me. This is what Dennis is about. And after that, man, I got composition books. I got one, then I got another composition book. So right now I got at least 4 composition books. I just kept rhyming and kept making those spoken words and about a lot of topics that came to mind that I wanted to share. Things that I learned from knowledge of self, conversations I had with people, and so on. And that's how a lot of times I write my spoken word, through conversations or through an idea. And what I love about spoken word, man, they don't have to rhyme. Like, when you writing a rhyme and saying you have to do it in a compressed time frame, 16 bars, and everything like that. Spoken word could be anywhere from 5 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour. One piece. It's unlimited, where you could go with it. And it's all about expressing you and the audience. You become the center of attention, and everything is focused on you and your words. Your words manifest and become into existence, and that's what spoken word is, and that's how hip-hop emerged out of that. And it's all about past, present, and future, man. I'm talking about the conscious of life. We're talking about what's real. And the spoken word artists, Last Poets, man, they talked about the all that stuff. And they also talk about the struggle of black people in America, past and present. They also had a lot of subliminal messages, man, that they put in their music. to tell people to wake up. A lot of signs that they was telling us about what they meant about the government, and a lot of stuff wasn't watered down, man. It was straightforward, and that's what taught me to be the man that I became and become the lyrical wolf that. Up, you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. My young black brothers, it's time to put down the blue steel and stop making babies because you can't handle the responsibilities. Most of you don't even want to bother. Just because you can make a baby, it doesn't make you a parent, a dad, or a father. Sisters, it's time to get your daughters off of social media and teach them they are queens. Teach them how to dress. Teach them self-respect by all means. And stop telling them that they don't need a man. Even though a man should never define you, you can do whatever you can. See, the black race, the powers to be, always trying to divide, try to separate and destroy. And if you don't teach your kids properly and they have miseducation, they will continue to grow up to be a little girl or boy. Up, you mighty race, we must rise from the ashes. We survived over 400 years of torture, hangings, mental genocide, rapes, and the pain of whiplashes. We must come together and rise and tell our story and remain and reclaim the throne's pride and glory. It's a real historical place right here, North Philly. A real historical spot. This is like the Apollo of North Philly. The Apollo of Philly right here. I had to show this right here. This home gallery furniture store, man, used to be a historical landmark. It used to be Joe Frazier's gym, man. I'm real upset that nobody ain't bought this building, man. It was a classic icon gym in Philly, a historical landmark. That shit had got kept up, but he sold it. Joe Frazier sold this, and you can still see the name up top though, above the home gallery. So hopefully somebody will buy it and redo it over, man. And his family, somebody in his family, hopefully will buy this building over and redo it and bring back the glory days. Yo, what I also love about Philly, man, is I don't give a attitude. No matter if you living in the suburbs or in the hood, we all got that type of attitude, man. Like, you know, we get a bad reputation a lot at giving you the grizzly, like we always want to fight, but we don't care what you think about us. We really don't care like what you think about us, man. And that's what I love about the Philly attitude. Also, man, what I love about Philly, man, is the food. Like, we have some real nice restaurants, real nice. Not just the cheese sticks. We known for the cheese sticks. You know what I mean? Ain't no, like, what other place you can go to, the Poppy store, you gotta find the right Poppy store and get a cheesesteak platter for $5 with a whole bunch of fries, man. Like, come on. They used to have the free sodas with them too. But that's what I love about the hood. You can get deals like that. Then you got the spots like Delisandro's. Then you got spots like Larry's, Iskabibbles. If I describe Philly in a few words, I would say gritty, grimy, go-getters. That's the best I can describe it. Philly, and also tough, man, tough-minded, physically and mentally. Every time I write a rhyme, I pull out a pen, I pull down on that trigger. That's why I become one bad, dangerous nigga. Now the word nigga, it still might be offensive to some, but that's not a term or a name that means stupid, ignorant, and dumb. See, the former slaves in the street in the hip-hop community, we got rid of the ER, replaced it with a A, and it became slang from the place where I'm from. Escaping that mental slave grip, now here I come. Now I treat your mind to stimulate your intellect. Let me share everybody with my most deadliest weapon on this set. It's verbal ammunition. It's deadlier than any gun. It's fully loaded, so my enemy's best to run. Taking out all you fake gangsters and you fake thugs and populating and infesting these streets. You cockroaches and fleas. I'm the exterminator for you bugs. See, props from me is something you will never get. Your ass need to get ejected. You're not even semi-hard. In other words, you're flaccid, not firm. The lowest quality on earth, stay on the dirt, you worm. You never know what comes my next caper. My lyrical flows inside your ears and evaporate and become vapor. Challenging me is like a commandment. Thou shalt not. As I put my words in order when my physical passes, I'm going to come back as water. But right now, I'm going to let my words become the fluid with knowledge and wisdom and understanding and the wisdom of a druid. That's that ancient Celtic priest. Soon as the pen hits the paper, that's when I become a lyrical beast. That's why I call myself the Mad Lyrical Wolf. For those who don't know, when you say my last name Wolf backwards, you get the true meaning of my name. The Mad Lyrical Flow. Coming straight for the forehead, right in the center. My deadliest weapon comes with a warning sign. Please do not enter. With scorching hot lyrics, overcooked, well done. And when I leave the scene, stroll away like George Jefferson. Yeah, I know. I got more hooks than a fishing trip. See, my soul and hip-hop, they go well together like chips and dip. I know you're saying to yourself, wow, this brother rhymes is so banging. But I stay on like a decorated Christmas tree, showing my true colors while my jewels keep hanging. I get addicted at times. It's just the winniness of me. I'm just a rare species like a liger. This is the way I'm always going to be. I'm really sure of myself, so I have to say pride has to be my biggest sin. We're not at a strip club, but I'm going to make this rain. R-E-I-G-N. I will have you feeling, wanting more, have you waiting on my punchlines while I'm on the side, spiking it up, making you feel so fine. Making sure that the minds never fret. I just trying to align everybody's planet. Yeah, I'm one of the realest you ever gonna see, hear, and feel. Always trying to cleanse your eternal like that herb called golden seal. I'm always trying to reach your highest peak to get your ears an orgasm. I'm complex at the time like the substance called protoplasm. Now I know that's over many people's heads like a jet, but my job is to keep you on your toes. A new rare breed of MC is what my headlines will read for my future shows. Always flowing with the energies of nature, the mother, father, God. My ancient ancestors call it the Am and the The Chinese call it the Yin and the Yang. I know that's hard to consume. That's why my MCs I crush like a Tyrannosaurus. I know this rhyme is kind of long, but F it, I don't need no chorus. I'm representing for all the true MCs who care about their delivery and words. A lone wolf traveling with no packs or no herds. There's too many minstrel rappers out, not enough MCs. Music is from the soul. Music is from the deep soul. Food for thought, so let's have soul food to pass the peas. Hip-hop industry is so imbalanced with this rapping bullshit. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Not measured by skill, only some materialistic fool brags. I go toe-to-toe with any of them imposters, since to me they're just nickel bags. There are too many tough Tonys talking that jail life than even seen prison or cell. And for those who dare see a prison or the cell, okay, what the hell? But stop going back, because you're moving backwards in human development, becoming a zygote, because you could say you stay confined to a cell. I travel many galaxies to fertilize a human embryo. Umbilical cord first connected to my mother, surrounded by fluid, is where I learned to flow. See, I swam the farthest to penetrate one of her eggs. Then my most deadliest weapon was born, along with my heart, my arms, and my legs. Now I'm still existing, now connected to a microphone cord, spitting fire like a dragon. Knowledge and wisdom and understanding, I get all that from my Lord. Right now, you're trapped in my world like that movie Tron. Because my lyrical, mystical, critical rhymes cause mental explosions. My words the proton. So at lyricism go, I'm top of the line like Hitachi. Sit back and listen as I chop these words up like hibachi. My lyrics rip and flip, they dodge and dip. They fly and hit with these Negro lips. Some try to grip, they flawed and slip. Stay aboard or abandon ship. You try to stay, you become a crip. From his verbal slashing, you get your ass whipped. The medulla oblongata is where I plant the chip. The signal goes off, I see the blip. A mental joyride, enjoy the trip. Ignorant minds, I try to unzip. I'm the missing key, that's the tip. The brain is where I tap and nip. This flow quenches the thirst, so take a sip. Foolish minds, the devil tries to strip. I'm serious, they come, this is not a jip. Rhymes are fully loaded, as you see, I got a full clip. Always think trigger happy so I can fully equip. So as many rappers only talk about their girls and they money and their guns, leaving the youth way behind. The youth way behind. I'm the MC using my most deadliest weapon. It's my mind. Well, it's time to say bye to all my fellow friends and everybody else, man, who enjoyed this documentary. I hope you enjoyed this documentary or this series, Philly Natives. I hope you stay tuned. Check out my next series of Philly Natives. I promise you it's going to be real entertaining, real exciting. I'm going to have somebody that's really going to give you a nice perspective of Philly and also share their talents and everything with you growing up in Philly and all that. So stay tuned for the next episode of Philly Natives. And I hope you enjoyed this one. This your man, DC, the Mad Lyrical Wolf. Peace and one love. I'm out, trying to cut this short. And always remember to know thyself.